Hey guys, this is House Arrest Pro back at you with another Resident Evil 7 for Noobs video. We're going to try to finish this game out for you today. We are on the last little leg here as far as I know, in the underground lab facility, playing back as Ethan. Alright, we've already searched this area pretty well. Just going to check our inventory space. Tell you what, we're going to need, well, no, we still have these 3 heals. I'd forgotten. I'm going to store that burner fuel as we're not even carrying it with us. Have flame rounds, but we don't even have the grenade launcher. Strong chem fluid, so we could make something else. I'm just going to store it for now. We'll see what else we run across on our way. 44 mag ammo, which we definitely do not need, as we do not have that weapon. Alright, so I think I've checked this area pretty well. Hearing a bobblehead. But I cannot see it. See if we can see it from down below us here. No, I don't think so. I'm not sure where it's at. Maybe on the other catwalk over there where we were earlier. Now, if you guys want to get that, go ahead. I'm not too concerned about it, as I've already done a playthrough to get those bobbleheads. But just to let you guys know, there is apparently one here in this area. And of course, we're gathering stuff left and right again, which means that our inventory will be full. I'm just going to go drop these 2 things off super quickly that we just picked up, or at least the one thing. Yeah, I'll go ahead and keep the enhanced ammo on me. Okay, let's go. Alright. Gonna be getting into some water here. Always want to take that extra time to search the area just in case. We've got something here. Of course, 44 mag ammo. With no 44 mag, that does nothing for us. Do we have the option to actually drop this? Examine, discard. Yes, we do. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that just to make some room. And again, if you have, if you have unlocked that weapon and you have it, then I'm sure you are more than happy to find any and all ammunition for it. But considering we don't even have it, it definitely is doing us no good. Okay. Something tells me that we're about to have to deal, yeah. Whoa. Oh, no wonder these aren't doing as much damage as I thought. I have it on the standard ammo. I was thinking I had it under the enhanced handgun ammo. Alright, so apparently there's nothing here. Some hard hats. Sure would like to wear one of those cool things. Let's see what we have. Green herb. Trying to make sure nothing was coming from behind me. All right. Oh, that's just a loop-de-loop. Okay, we'll switch back to our good ammo. Big boy. I'm hearing noises, but I'm not seeing any enemies yet. I think we got everything. One more quick pass, yeah. These guys always end up getting a hit on me, not because they're so fast or anything, but it seems like I'm always looking in the opposite direction when they pop up. We've definitely got a lot of enemies to deal with here, but luckily there's nothing that we haven't already seen, already dealt with. Been there, done that kind of thing. Alright, anything at all down here? It doesn't appear to be. Got some pukers. Not sure how this guy's still alive. At this point, I think we've hit him with about 5 bombs. You done, buddy? Alright. Now we're free to go ahead and grab all of these items that we were trying to get before. Gonna go ahead and use one of our first aids. Okay. And definitely gonna check the area before I just continue. Not gonna waste my good ammunition on them. Haven't even used my shotgun ammunition. or my shotgun period at this point. Okay, gonna check up here. Anything? No, just a drop. Alright, looks like we're clear to continue at this point, I believe. Anything up here? Nope, just another drop. Alright, so we can carry on. I'll put it back on our good ammunition there. Very easy to change out. Excuse me. Well, it really looks like there would be some stuff laying around here, but I'm guessing that there's not. Maybe if I get down, who knows? Again, this game makes it kind of tricky to find stuff sometimes, so trying every little trick in the book, but I don't see anything, so I guess we're good to go if we can figure out where in the hell to go. I'm supposed to get up here. Okay. Ah. Gonna lay down a quick save. Okay. And just like that, we are back in the house.
It's not here. It's gone. It's gone.
Our memory from earlier. Definitely hearing a bobblehead. There he is. Oh, my bad. So, E001. Do you guys remember this picture from the very beginning? I told you to remember it. Well, if she's patient 0001, what's that tell you? She is little Evie. And she is our nemesis, our final foe. That's me getting my ass kicked earlier.
This is your fault.
Not me. I didn't do it.
Ethan, it's okay.
Ooh, back here again.
I know you didn't mean to hurt me.
Kill him, Mommy.
Sure I did.
But you shouldn't have done that. It fucking hurts.
So this just lets you know that when she was attempting to kill me,
And he can die.
little Evie was right there over her shoulder, kind of telling her what to do.
To kill you.
She was definitely in her head.
Help.
Oh hell, woman, where are you?
You're gonna be one of us. And then maybe you'll play nice.
I'm not playing.
No! Get that away from me!
Oh shit, you're not really here. This is just my memory of being attacked by you earlier.
Go back.
Okay. No. Well, not what I was trying to do. So what you have to do here is get to her. You're going to want to run at her, and then when she does this, you have to block, and then run at her some more. Block again. Run at her some more, and eventually you'll get there. Inject her with the serum, and you'll realize it was Granny all along.
Everyone hate me.
So she was watching us that whole time inside the house, gather everything. You don't want to let her get up on you. She will eat you. Use your machine gun the best you can to keep her at bay. Other guns will work too. Okay. Oh Lord. She ain't done yet. Quit bitch slapping me, bitch. Let my leg go. Little help here, helicopter people.
I just wanted a family.
Keep pumping her ass full of lead. She will drop you. The helicopter people say to use it, so let's use it. And if you recognize this gun, it's because it's the gun we were playing through. It's the one you unlock the first time you go through it so that you can use it throughout the entire game. And just like that, she is over. Finay, done. We have saved the day. Alright, for those Resident Evil fans who've played other games before, you might recognize this next character, or at least the name. If you've played or watched my RE2 or RE3 playthrough, you'll recognize the name.
I'm Redfield. Glad we found you.
Chris Redfield.
The fuck took you guys so long?
Jill's, or not Jill's, Claire's brother. Jill's co-stars member, teammate.
Mia,
Hey, Mia.
you made it. I'm glad.
Did I?
They say that when one door closes, another opens. Well, a door closed tonight. And what a long night it was. But not just for me. Me and I weren't the only victims here. So were the Bakers. It was that thing, Evelyn, who made them that way. But now Evelyn's dead. And these guys are here to clean up the mess. I had just come to terms with losing Mia. But now she's back and wants to start over. Put all this behind us. Maybe this is where the next door opens.
Very cool ending. For those of you who are curious, when you have these serums and you have to choose either Mia or Zoe, if you were to choose Zoe and leave Mia, basically everyone dies. You choose Zoe, who gets in the boat with you, and she ends up dying anyway. And then the ending here, you don't have Mia in the helicopter with you anymore. So it's definitely a little bit more bleak of an ending. And as for right now, this is the last game in the series. Though it has been confirmed that not only is Capcom working on a Resident Evil 4 remake, which I've already voiced my opinion about, but I'll voice again here in a minute, but they are also working on Resident Evil 8 to continue the series. Now, one thing about Resident Evil 8 is it is also supposed to be a first-person game, just like Resident Evil 7 was. And I'm really hoping they stick with the whole horror theme, stay away from the action part of it, because I really enjoyed this game. Resident Evil 4, I have mixed feelings on. A lot of people love the game. It got a lot of critical acclaim. And I will admit that the game itself, the gameplay and everything, is done extremely well. However, I do not like the turn that this story took with Resident Evil 4. And I've said this before, I'll say it again. The first Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 were more horror-based. They all had pretty much the same atmosphere, which was, you know, a zombie outbreak, losing containment of the virus, and then suddenly in Resident Evil 4, Obviously, there is no more Raccoon City, which I understand because it gets blown to smithereens in Part 3. But in Resident Evil 4, you leave the good old heart of the USA to go to Spain, to a village full of basically possessed villagers, to rescue the kidnapped daughter of the President of the United States. So to say it takes a big turn from the original 3-game storyline is an understatement for sure. A lot of people love the game, a lot of people hated the game, and generally that's the way they look at it. You know, either you love the game or you hate the game. There are very few people that just say, you know, it was okay. Like either you like the story taking that turn or you do not. Personally, I absolutely hated it. Because that is, in my opinion, well, not just in my opinion, but that is definitely what led the series away from the whole horror survival genre and more into action genre. And that's where the story stayed throughout Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6 until this game was made. And they had said before that, you know, with 7, this game, they wanted to come back to more of that horror survival theme. And I think they did a very good job with this game. Absolutely love this game. I will say this, as far as horror, it being scary, is concerned, I felt like the intro, you know, the first hour worth of gameplay in this, when you're, you know, just kind of finding out what's happening and waking up there at the family table with the family, and they're all crazy and trying to shove food and stuff down your throat, and then Jack killing the police officer. Like, to me, super scary intro. In the middle, it kind of draws along. You know that you're going, they don't introduce any more new enemies after, you know, the little crawly zombies, like, so you just continuously kind of face those. You know kind of what to expect, especially with going through the sun. I'm drawing a blank for some reason, but going through his little obstacle course with his traps and things like that. Like, it's just, it gets very drawn out in the middle to me. The ending were great, where you find out, you know, this is how the, you know, how the family fell to little Evie, and you know, how they were overcome. And the intro were really great. Some spots in the middle tend to seem more drawn out to me, but overall, really great game. A really great turn back to the original RE feel, and just extremely well done, in my opinion. So I cannot wait to see what Resident Evil 8 brings. I love the fact that this was in first person. I don't think it would have had that same effect had it been in over the shoulder mode, or even fixed camera angle. I don't think it would have had the same feel. So just very well done overall. Absolutely loved this game when it first came out. And now we will be moving on to either a Resident Evil 2 remake playthrough as Claire, which we still have to go back and do. As if you haven't seen, I already have a Resident Evil 2 remake playthrough as Leon. Or we might try something completely different. I'm not sure which game we're going to play yet. If we do, I'll go ahead and tell you a little spoiler. Maybe Outlast, or possibly even The Last of Us. 2 more of my absolute favorite horror games. So we'll just have to kind of wait and see, or maybe even Until Dawn. All 3 top-notch quality horror games. So make sure and stay tuned, see what we're going to do next. Please remember to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Tell me what you think of this game. Just be sure and be sure and look out for whatever we start playing through next. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. I am House Arrest Pro, and until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. We're gonna hang around. I'm gonna go ahead and let this play through just to see. I can't remember if there are any scenes post credits or not. Resident Evil, not just Resident Evil games in general, but a lot of games love to do that whole thing where they wait until the end of the credits and they give you one more small cutscene just to let you know that, hey, it's not over. Or, you know, if you have played through other Resident Evil games or have watched my playthroughs of Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3, you know, tell me down below, which game do you like the most so far? Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 2, or Resident Evil 7? I don't know for a fact that we'll be going back to play Resident Evil 1. I guess I could do that. The remake of it was extremely well done. It was done maybe 10, 15 years ago. It was extremely well done. Got lots of critical praise. The original, in my opinion, was like, I remember playing it when I was young, when it first came out for PlayStation, and the atmosphere just creeped me out beyond all recognition. That's when I knew horror games could, you know, be that atmospheric and to put you right there in the middle of things. And that's kind of where my love for the whole horror genre came from, to be honest. This game's not giving me the option to skip through the credits, so I'm just going to let them play through. I don't want to miss any cutscenes if there are any. And as for right now, I do have all these uploaded, obviously, on YouTube if you're watching this. However, you know, just to let you know, as of right now, they're broken up each episode individually, but I will be putting them on a playlist so that you can start with episode 1 and push play and just let it play through if you'd like to get to the very end, which is what I've done with Resident Evil 3 and 2. Or maybe even Outlast 2. So many choices. We're going to do playthroughs, obviously, on all of them. I just can't. I don't know which one I'm going to do yet. But I promise you it will either be The Last of Us, Resident Evil 2 as Claire, Outlast, or Outlast 2. Or Until Dawn. It will absolutely be one of those games. I thought it would kind of be fun to do The Last of Us right before the release of The Last of Us 2, so that you guys could watch, you know, both really close. But The Last of Us 2, the release date keeps getting pushed back. It was originally supposed to be like March of this year, 2020, and it got moved until like September, I believe, and now it's moved again indefinitely with no release date. So hell, who knows? It could be the end of this year. It could be, you know, 2021 before we see it drop. We'll just have to wait and see. And I'm sure this outbreak, you know, COVID-19, I'm sure it has something to do with that. So, but I'm hoping, I mean, we still do have a lot of things to look forward to this year. And, you know, hopefully The Last of Us 2 will drop. Later this year in November or December, we're supposed to have the PlayStation 5 release, which I will be purchasing as soon as it drops. Okay, that was kind of strange. So we didn't have a cutscene. We had a phone vibrating, ringing. So this is basically your score sheet. Of course, we had it on easy for this playthrough because again, I just wanted you guys to get the feel for the story. If you want to get the feel for the playthrough, you guys can, obviously play through the game yourself. And with this particular game, the endings are pretty much the same whether you play it through easy or hardcore. So that's the reason we did that. It took us a total of 6 hours, 57 minutes, and 17 seconds to get through. We had one restart. We got 18 out of 20 of the bobbleheads. So we did miss 2. Antique coins, we got 14 of 18. Files obtained, we had 29 out of 32. Somehow I managed to skip 3 files. Item box opened 54 times. Healing items used 24. Stabilizers used 2, and steroids used 4. And it doesn't give you an overall score, but this is just kind of your stat sheet to let you know where you stand. So then back here, and just to let you know, this game has tons of DLC stuff, which I personally won't be playing through unless I get a request to do so. If you guys like to see that, let me know. But we have banned footage, which says it's secured as evidence from the Baker farm. These videotapes never saw the light until today. They reveal some of the tragedies suffered by the Baker's prisoners. We have Not a Hero, Chris's story. Ethan's struggle is over, but there's still one last mess to clean up, and the job falls to Chris Redfield, a veteran in the fight against bioterrorism. And then we have the end of Zoe. Weeks after Not a Hero, a new danger has emerged. Jack's brother, Joe Baker, must face the danger with his bare fist and put an end to his family's suffering once and for all. Now, I won't be playing these unless I get a huge request to do so, but I have to tell you, this end of Zoe is absolutely hilarious. You play as Jack's brother, who is a backwoods man from Louisiana, born on the bayou kind of dude, and he's running around the swamps trying to, help Zoe out and rescue her or help her with her overall goal, whatever. But he's using bare fists to beat the zombies and alligators, and it's a fun playthrough. It's an action-oriented playthrough, but it's also very hilarious in my opinion. So yeah, plenty of DLC stuff. If you guys want to check that out, or if you'd like to see me check it out, just let me know. And thank you so much for watching. Like I said, just keep your eyes open, and we'll be playing through something else really soon. Until next time, my name is House Arrest Pro. And until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Thank you so much for watching.